Well, in this, the atheist reads Bible verses. Of course, some of you may not realize that God basically does say that humans are animals, and humans are no better than animals. Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verse 19. Let's start verse 16. And moreover I saw under the sun the place of judgment, that wickedness was there, and that the place of righteousness, that iniquity was there. I said in my heart, God shall judge the righteous and the wicked, for there is a time there for every purpose and for every work. I said in my heart concerning the estate of the sons of men, that God might manifest them, and that they might see that they themselves are beasts. They themselves are beasts. And I know some of you Christian folk will try to wiggle out of that and saying they're behaving and all that stuff. It's not saying that. And you read the rest of it. For that which befalleth the sons of men befalleth beasts. Even one that thing that befalleth them, as the one dieth, so dieth the other. Yet they have all one breath, so that a man hath no preeminence above a beast. For all is vanity. So what is Solomon here saying? He's saying you're just a freaking animal. You're going to die just like all the other animals, and you're going to go to the same place as all the other animals. And of course, you got the first part of chapter 3, which inspired a Beatles song, so I'll go ahead and read it. Chapter 3, to everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under the heaven. A time to be born and a time to die. A time to plant, a time to pluck up that which is planted. A time to kill, a time to heal. A time to break down, and a time to build up. A time to weep and a time to laugh. A time to mourn and a time to dance. A time to cast away stones, a time to gather stones. A time to embrace, a time to refrain from embracing. I like the Beatles song better though. A time to get and a time to lose. A time to keep and a time to cast away. A time to rent, a time to sow, a time to keep silence, a time to speak. A time to love, a time to hate, a time of war, a time of peace. What profit has he that worketh in the wherein he labors? And of course, basically, Ecclesiastes is basically him. Oh, my life sucks. I'm so rich. Look at all these poor people. They have it better than me. All these people carry my carriage and everything that I'm whipping, so they carry me. They're so much better off than me. Yeah, he actually says this stuff in the book of Ecclesiastes. This is one of the wackiest books in the Bible, where he's basically the rich, spoiled bitch. Oh, I'm so rich, I'm so rich, what do I do? I'm so rich. You know, like these social justice warriors, you know, they're pissed off because they're so rich and they have money, and so they hate themselves for it, so they project their hate onto others. It's the same crap. Antifa folk. He talks about vanity of vows. I mean, you really should read the book of Ecclesiastes, because basically he does that. You go to the Bible Reloaded, you know, and they go over it, they'll read the verses. Even better, he actually bitches that his slaves have it better than him, that the poor have it better than him, the people that he's oppressing have it better than him. That is your Solomon, the son of David. You gotta love the Bible. And of course, you all know what's going on in Europe with the Muslims. And eventually, with the way they're breeding and more Muslims coming in, you know, and the way Islam is, eventually Europe is going to be Islamic. And probably Canada eventually too. And you consider the fact that the leftists are the ones helping them in and helping them with everything. And of course, you look at the history of Iran, you know, as an example, being Iranian myself, or part Iranian. You know, the liberals helped, you know, the Khomeini and all these people get into power. The women wore their burqa as, what you call it? You know, a front to the Shah. You know, we're wearing burqas and we're throwing off the West. And of course, then they were forced to have to always wear the burqa. The feminists and the, you know, the LGBT, GT community and all them, you know, they were executed. And that's going to happen, you know, throughout Europe and everything. So, you know, but y'all, that's what, you know, y'all kind of seem to be wanting, sadly. I don't know why, you know. Because a person can't choose if they are gay or straight. A person doesn't choose if they feel like they belong to another gender. But the Muslims are not going to care. Now I'm talking about the religion, not all the Muslim. Majority of Muslim people won't care. Okay, majority of them. But the problem is, there's going to be enough of the crazies, just like in Christianity, that they're going to do some damage. But you know something? Just look at this fidget spinner and watch it spin. Just relax, because you know it's just your grandchildren that are going to suffer. It's mainly them. So just enjoy this, and remember, God says you're an animal. You're going to die like the animal. And throughout Ecclesiastes tends to say there is no heaven. You're just going to die and not exist anymore. Read it. So, and just enjoy a fidget spinner. And read Ecclesiastes, watch them bitch about being so rich and everybody else being so poor and how much better off the poor have it, you know. It's like, you know, people say, well, the poor are poor because they want to be poor. No, the poor are poor because they don't really have the knowledge to make money. They don't have the financial knowledge to make money and improve themselves. And of course, when schools in poor neighborhoods don't do well, what do these idiots do? They withdraw more funds. What the hell? Or they put them in better schools, which really isn't smart, because you're just going to make those better schools worse. You need to improve their schools. But, you know, just enjoy a fidget spinner spinning. Spin, 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 you know. As it's going one way and the other thing looking the other way, you know. See how the colors go the opposite direction and everything? It's interesting. Just enjoy this. Just sit back and relax. Because let's face it, I can't change nothing. I have no solutions. You can't change nothing. You have no solutions. All these people, you know, they make your YouTube videos about politics, about religion, atheism, and all that stuff. I think well, we are affecting religion. That's a good thing. But you're not going to affect people's ideology too much. And there are Muslims are deconverting to atheism, some of them converting to Christianity, which is a little bit more benign than Islam. But still, religion, you know, if you watch the Atheist Experience, you'll see how it messes people up. You know, they even have Muslim collars on Atheist Experience. You see how wacko they are. It's the religion. Don't hate the people and all this crap. Oh, we turned the whole place to sand and ban the burqa. You're playing into their hands. You're helping them recruit people, because their whole thing is we're being oppressed. That's how these religions work. They convince their followers that they're being oppressed, and that's all you're doing, is helping them do that. Go to my general. You know, I have the general playlist. Watch some of my videos. I show you some of the tricks with fidget spinners, some of the uses for it, and I show you some workout stuff. You know, some interesting stuff you might be interested in. You just watch the fidget spinners. You ever watch that movie Hotel Hello? That's actually a pretty good movie too. You know, he plants them in the ground like they're plants, and before he like breaks their necks and to pull them out because he's using them as food, he has them watch like a light that's pretty much doing something like this, and they'll and he yanks out the head. Before he dies, you know, he tells the woman, he's like, well, I have one confession. I use preservatives. You know, early on in the movie, you know, she's like telling us, like, you think when she finds out what's going on, he's like, you think anybody's going to want to eat human flesh? And he tells her, he's like, well, you were eating my ham and you were enjoying it. Well, the Bible says we're no better than that we are animals. And that's when we know that's true. So, hey, the Bible is right there. Read the book of Ecclesiastes. Nothing more fun than listening to a rich man bitch about being rich and about how his life is worse than somebody's poor. It's annoying when rich people say money don't bring you happiness. Try being poor. I assure you, that's far worse. It's far worse to be poor than rich. I promise you, because being rich takes the sting out of being poor. Just watch the fidget spinner. Just enjoy and relax. And let's face facts, though. I don't really personally believe that Islam is going to overtake Europe. And Europe, all the nations of Europe and Canada and England is going to be Islamic. And all hell's going to break loose throughout Europe. I don't really believe that's going to happen. I think for the most part, the best defense against religion is knowledge. And as they get more knowledge going to Europe and Canada and United States, a lot of them, I believe, will calm down. Especially when you see the horrors of some of these idiots coming around killing innocent people, I think people will hopefully turn away. And also, attacking them and all that, you're actually making it harder. You're actually fighting for them because they're now going to recruit people because, hey, look, we're being persecuted. It's like the Christians do. So please, calm down. Bye.